everybody, this is T with Kate's Crafty Closet, bringing you a holiday card for Christmas. So this is an easy one, fun to do, and the results are, I think, really cool. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started. First, we're going to need a top folding standard A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is Neenah Solo White Classic Crest cardstock, the 110-pound version, so it has a little bit of weight to it. So we're going to put that to the side for a moment. Then we're going to show you other things that I went ahead and did. I used this die. This is a Jillibean soup die, but there is several dies out there that you can use for this, and I will link some of those in the description box below. So I went ahead and die cut up a silver one, which is from Tim Holtz Kraft cardstock, this metallic versions. And then I went ahead and did a plaid one from lawnfawn. This is winter plaid, perfectly plaid paper pack. And then I did a blue one, which is also from lawnfawn, which is the watercolor Wishes paper pack. So we're going to need those for the front of our card. So we're going to put those to the side. Next thing I went ahead and did is die cut 2 pieces of the Neenah Solo White cardstock, the 80-pound version. This is the mod rectangle die from MFT, so I cut 2 of those out, and then 1 piece I went ahead and used one of the lawnfawn stitched heels and die cut that off of the top. And then another thing that I went ahead and did is I ran it through the embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder from Sizzix. It's a Snowflake one, so went ahead and did that because I don't use my embossing folders nearly enough on it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to stamp the sentiments out first on here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm using this heroarts stamp set, Merry Christmas one. So I'm using the Merry Christmas in there. And I'm using Memento Bahama blue ink. So I'm just going to go ahead and ink it up. And hopefully I get a good image the first time. And if not, I'm just going to say, oh, the snow's covering it type of situation. So then I'm going to go ahead and kind of put the embossed part, so I kind of know where I want to stamp it at, and I'm kind of good right there. And then I'll move this out the way, re-ink that, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the best that I can, get a good image. I always leave it there for maybe a second or two so the ink can grab to that paper, and boom, happy with that image. So go ahead. So we're done with inking and stamping. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this part down to the base. The other layer, this is just some Zig 2-way glue. You can use any adhesive you want. You can use double-sided tape. You can use a tape runner. And I'm just going to line those up. I'm using the liquid because I have that little bit of wiggle room. So in case I don't get it done perfectly, and there we go. I'm perfectly happy with that, even though it was off a little bit. See how I can kind of push it into place because it's that liquid adhesive. Perfect. All right, so next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to line up my where I want to put the trees at. So I always place them down first just to get an idea of where I want to put them. And I want the middle one to be a little bit higher, close to the top. And I'm going to move this one slightly over. And then I'm going to do that one. And then lastly, we will put this one on there. Okay. So perfect. And then we're going to go in some more with some of that liquid adhesive, that 2-way glue. and we're going to just put them down. Like that way it gives you a little bit of moments if you change your mind of where you want to put. So I'm actually going to go down a little bit further with this one because there's a little bit more room. I'm going to hold it down for a second because it's going to need it. Okay, and I'm going to go in with my blue one. Make sure I grab that little tree area. Like I said, I'm going to put this one a little bit higher and go over a little bit onto that. And then finally the plaid. We're going to go ahead and put that one over here. And we're going to go a little bit closer at the top. There we go. Perfecto. So I'm going to go ahead and put the top on here so it doesn't dry up on me. And then I'm going to go in with my little stones, and I'm going to apply some to the card. And since these are snowflakes on here, you can put them in the center of the snowflake if you want, but most of the snowflakes are kind of covered up on this card, so I'm just going to strategically place them. I'm just going to do 3. That should be plenty enough. If you want to do more, you most certainly can. You want to not do them at all, that's even an option too. So, and you can use Nuvo drops, like anything that you have in your stash. So that kind of gives me what I'm looking for. I'm just kind of getting a little bit of that glue off of that. But I like it that it kind of, you know, distresses it or dingies it up a little bit. And I'm perfectly okay with that. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to bring in, I need to put some foam squares on the back, right? Like we need foam squares to give it a little bit of dimension, and then we're going to put it on our card. Like see how super simple, that's not a word, T. Super simple this card is. It's like you can really mass produce this if you really want to, because there is, you can do a lot of that die cuts pre-hand, so you have them on hand. And you can stamp those images, boom, 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 the sentiments really quickly and really easily. Like I didn't realize how easy this card was. And I'm not gonna show you, pull off these things and place them onto our card, but that pretty much right there covers it. I will put a little glue on the back and then do the best that I can to line it up. But that is our card for today. This one was done with just a stitched rectangle die. I didn't use the mod. I liked a little bit of the mod one because it's got those little rounded edges, gives it a little bit more things going on with it. So I want to thank you all for joining me today, and make sure you hit that like button if you like this tutorial, and make sure if you haven't done so already to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm super happy and excited about. So make sure you like and share, and make sure you hit that notification bell when it pops up so you get notified each and every time I upload a video to YouTube. And I want to thank y'all once again, and y'all have a crafty day, y'all.